Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to get the motivated seller to pick up the telephone and call you. And in this particular video I'm going to focus on business cards. Why? Because business cards are your least expensive and most effective form of advertising. Basically they're like little billboards, and you can get them from anywhere like $20 to $100 per thousand depending on how fancy you get. I buy mine from a place called Vistaprint, and sometimes I actually get some for free, and all I have to do is pay postage and handling because they have all kind of specials. But basically, I suggest that you have 3 sets of business cards made. Why? I'll tell you. The first one is called, or what I like to call, the company image card. And this first set of card is not really a necessity, but it's quite helpful to have. It's going to be your most fancy and most expensive business card. This is the business card used for your image, especially if you call yourself president of your corporation or your company. I use these business cards to give out to mortgage brokers, attorneys, in any situation where I need to act like I'm the corporate president. Never, and I repeat, never give this card out to a potential seller. Why? Because if they know you're the owner of the company, they're going to think you have a lot of money, and they're going to try to get the higher price for their house. I want all potential sellers to think I work for someone else. So I go into more detail about this in just a minute. So as a sample for the card, I would put basically my name, my company name at the top, my address, and my city, state, zip code, and then I would have my name with president on it. And then I would have my cell phone, my office phone, my fax, and my email address. One place I buy these cards I mentioned to you already is Vistaprint, and they have a pretty good deal for these cards. I get nothing for telling you that. Now, I have the second one is my day-to-day business card. And in this one, this is the card that I give to potential sellers of houses. It's a standard business card and nothing fancy. I can add color to it, but just don't overdo it on this one. Now, a tip, I always have these cards printed up with the title of real estate acquisitions on it, or something similar that I like to use. When I give this card to a potential seller, I'm trying to convey one message and one message only. The seller knows that I'm there to purchase a house, and as far as they know, I work for somebody else. Okay? You don't want them to know that you work for yourself. Now, I'll get into this more in another section when I talk about negotiating with sellers on price. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give an image that I'm here to help the seller buy by buying their property, not to list their property. So I want them to know that I'm not a realtor, but I'm there to help them. And there's a big difference in the eyes of a potential seller. So on this business card, I have the same thing. I have the name of my company, I have the address, I have the city, state, and zip code, I have my name, but this time I have something like real estate acquisitions as my title. Then my cell, my office, my fax, and my email address. Once again, you can buy these at Vistaprint. You just get a better quality stock and a better looking card. Okay, they have very good prices, and I get nothing for saying that. The next one I have is called the lead generation business card. And now this next business card is the best way I found for generating leads. I've also bought countless number of homes using this method, and I can do this for next to nothing. This is cheap, and I mean cheap way of doing it. Okay. Now, what you need to do is that you basically you go out and you get business card stock from Staples or something like that, and basically they give you about 10 business cards per page. You use a good quality printer, and you print off one copy and make that your master copy. Then what you do is take that master copy and go to someplace like Kinko's, Office Max, or back to Staples. Get the brightest color, fluorescent color paper you can get, like yellow, green, or blue. These work really good. And using that master copy you made before, copy as many sheets of these as you think you need. I would suggest using different colors, which I'll explain more in a minute. Purchase yourself a paper cutter or use the one at Staples and proceed to cut these business cards out. They're going to be double-sided, and you may need the help of the clerk to make copies of it. Okay, and this is a do-it-yourself thing. Now, it's not necessary to use card stock for this. It's a thick, more expensive paper, but I would suggest you use a bright fluorescent color sheet of paper. These only have one purpose, and that's to generate leads for you. And this works. I continually generate leads and purchase homes using this method. So what you do is that you put real big bold something like we buy houses, no equity, okay, quick closing, sell today, or fast cash, or something like that, and then your phone number. Now, since it's a business card, I recommend that you also put your domain name on it so folks can find you. Okay, and then on the back, and you can play this again if you need to, but I'll put a message on it. And the message I use is this: homeowner, do you own a property that is no longer your dream home and is now a burden? Perhaps a rental, home needing repairs, in foreclosure, or simply you would like to get out from under it? I purchase homes like these all over town and can close in days. Please call us and we will be more than happy to discuss purchasing your home, and then the phone number. And that's for the back of the card. Now, where do you put these cards out? Everywhere, all over town. Grocery stores, they have community bulletin boards, you put them there. The discount superstores have community boards, you can put them there. Anytime I find a billboard, I put these cards there. You can also tape them on the phone booth if you still have those, and anywhere where there's a lot of traffic. Okay? Now, why do I suggest using different colors? I do this because I use to track where my leads are coming from. I may use green for the north part of town, yellow for the south part of town, and blue for another. It's important to track all your leads. I bought and wholesaled and flipped numerous houses using this inexpensive method of doing this. Okay. You also can have one for foreclosures, same type of thing, lead generation card on a colored paper. You use something like a void foreclosure, quick closing on it, and then your phone number and domain name. And then have another message about them being hassled by the bank. We purchase homes like these all over town and close in days. And the rest of your message and the phone number. Another kind of card you can use is called the Bird Dog business card. And I've been using this card on and off, and lately I'm seeing some good leads come in from this card. I found that 1 out of 5 people know someone who's selling a house, thinking about selling a house, or even selling their own house. And I'm giving more of these cards out right now than I ever have before. These cards are good to leave with waiters, waitresses, bartenders, real estate, not real estate folks, but rental box employees, mailman, anybody who comes in contact with a lot of people. Now, the purpose of this card is to reward people with a bird dog fee when they bring me a home that I purchase. I make it very simple for them. All they have to do is give the card to a person who's selling their home, write their name and contact information on the back, and hand this card to a potential seller. All the seller has to do is call me and sell their home. And when I get the card from the seller, I know who I need to give the bird dog fee to. And the best thing is I know how much I promised this person. When we talk about the bird dog fees, I'll talk more about that. But I pay anywhere from a couple $100 to even $1,000 or more. I usually offer about $200 most of the time for bird dogs to bring a lot of leads. I usually give them bonuses. If you take care of your bird dogs, your leads will keep coming in. And if you have bird dogs who come in contact with a lot of people, your odds of getting some quality leads have improved through this inexpensive method. So I give them a card, and on the card it says, thinking of selling your home? Know somebody who is? My friend buys homes all over town just like yours. Call for free information. No obligation, not a realtor, and then a phone number and my domain name. And on the back of the card, I'll have something like, this card was given by, and I leave space for them to put their name. So this way I can track who it is, and they are passing out my cards for me. Now, some of my bird dogs just put their initials along with their email address, and some write their names and their phone numbers. Totally up to them, just as long as I have the way to contact them. I usually give each bird dog 5 to 10 cards, and I've even had bird dogs design their own cards. Again, it's totally up to them. I don't care, as long as they're bringing the deals in. I'll get more into bird dogs in another video of mine. But there's an awesome resource online called www.dogninja.com, and it's amazing, and it'll do most of the work for you. All right. So as I was talking about bird dog fees, let me go to that. Bird dog fees vary. For handing out the business card out to potential sellers, I usually give them $200 to $300. Now, this is just for handing out the cards. If a bird dog brings me the name, address of vacant houses, extremely motivated sellers, of course I pay them more than this. It depends on what the bird dog is doing. Now, some personal experiences with bird dogs. You go through a lot. I mean, with business cards, you go through a lot of business cards, but don't worry about it because they cost next to nothing. You cannot generate leads if you don't advertise. Okay. A lot of your cards are going to be thrown out, but don't worry about it. That's kind of like part of life, part of doing business, and they're tax deductible anyway. Some of them will be saved, and a few will generate a phone call right away, generating a lead. How many deals do you need to close out to buy a box of cards? Not very many. Okay. Avoid phrases like real estate investor, because that means nothing to a motivated seller. They're only interested in what you can do for them. So make sure you put I buy houses cash, we buy houses cash, things like that. I try not to use our lease option your house because I'm doing wholesaling right now. Okay, keep it simple. Don't confuse the seller. Okay, your card should say something like I buy houses cash any condition. Use your business card as a billboard to telegraph your message. Make what you do, which is buy houses, crystal clear to that person. Hand these cards out everywhere. Leave them in restaurants, barbershops, stores, offices. Use your imagination. If you think you can get a lead there, leave a business card. If you do not need to order or make more business cards after 2 months, you're not getting the best use of your cards. You should be replenishing those cards all the time. So that's it for business cards right now. Next video, I'm going to talk about bandit signs. So this is Dr. Wholesaling signing off. Go out there right now, get you some cards, and make you some deals.